Shakespeare was born and raised in Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire. At the age of 18, he married Anne Hathaway, with whom he had three children, Susanna and twins Hamlet and Judith. Sometime between 1585 and 1592, he began a successful career in London as an actor, writer, and part owner, sharer of a playing company called the Lord Chamberlain's Men, later known as the King's Men, William Shakespeare. Often hailed as the greatest playwright and poet in the English language, left behind a legacy of literary masterpieces that have stood the test of time. Beyond his contributions to literature, Shakespeare's works are a treasure trove of wisdom, offering profound insights into human nature, relationships, and the complexities of life. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Shakespeare reminds us that life is akin to a grand stage, offering endless opportunities for us to play our roles with purpose and passion. Each moment is a chance to seize the spotlight and make a difference. Shakespeare wrote about timeless themes such as life and death, youth versus age, love and hate, fate and free will, to name but a few. With the constantly changing world we live in today, these themes are perhaps more relevant than they have ever been. As a teenager, it was a little daunting opening Shakespeare's Macbeth, attempting to read the unfamiliar words and understand them. Yet, with a little patience and hard work, I soon came to love the stories and its imaginative language. The same can be said of mastering any new language. Stay positive and push yourself to do your best. William Shakespeare is widely considered the greatest dramatist of all time, as well as the most influential writer in the history of the English language. He originated hundreds of words and phrases that English speakers use to this day. His impact on literature is so massive that one could make an argument that every one of his works deserves. In 1605, William Shakespeare dealt in real estate, purchasing areas of land near Stratford for £440, which doubled in value over time, earning him £60 per year. Many people recognize William Shakespeare as a playwright, but few knew him as an investor, where his passive income from land investments freed up time for him to work on his literary masterpieces. It is interesting that the concept of passive income is not new and that it has already existed in the early 1600s. William Shakespeare was innovative and creative in the ways he penned his literary works. He demonstrated a certain kind of knack in aligning with the existing writing style to cater to the expectations of audience while tweaking small aspects of it to engage them. Most of us prefer the conventional and the tried and tested. Thus, new products introduced into the market should meet the expectation of its consumers with slightly enhanced features to attract them further. Entirely new products introduced into the marketplace that doesn't confirm the consumer's initial expectations are seldom successful. William Shakespeare understood this well. Shakespeare died on 23 April 1616 at the age of 52. He died within a month of signing his will, a document which he begins by describing himself as being in perfect health. No extant contemporary source explains how or why he died. Half a century later, John Ward, the vicar of Stratford, wrote in his notebook, "Shakespeare, Drayton, and Ben Jonson had a merry meeting, and it seems drank too hard, for Shakespeare died of a fever there contracted." Not an impossible scenario, since Shakespeare knew Jonson and Drayton. Shakespeare was buried in the chancel of the Holy Trinity Church 2 days after his death. The epitaph carved into the stone slab covering his grave includes a curse against moving his bones, which was carefully avoided during restoration of the church in 2008.